about 25 years ago. About, I don't know, 20 years ago. I think it's just a rite of passage that if you grew up with curly hair, you have these sort of photos. I mean, I had to put up with a fringe that was frizzy because I used to brush my hair when I was growing up. My mum insisted on me getting a little pixie cut, which just didn't go. I had a lot of triangular hair because the hairdressers didn't know how to cut my hair. It's been a journey, to say the least, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone. So today in this video, I'm going to just give you some quick tips on what I've learned through my curly hair journey and what I found works, and hopefully will work for you if you're looking for some tips or to just commiserate on the past that us curly girls have had and how we have now triumphed in finding our true curls. You know, growing up with curly hair, I was taught that having curly hair was not a good thing. It was not as good as having straight hair, and I would have to brush my hair every day to make sure it was flat and neat and pulled back. And it was never acknowledged that curls could actually be a really beautiful thing to have. And it was something that I had to shy away from until I actually grew older, became educated, and took control of my own hair. So the first tip I have and that I learned about curly hair is all about hydration. It's so important that your hair is hydrated. When you see frizzy hair and dry hair, undefined curls, a lot of the time that's a result of not having enough moisture and hydration in your hair. Now, it takes a long time to find the right conditioner for you. There's a leave-in conditioner, you might need a mask, you might need a really heavy conditioner depending on the type of hair you've got. If you have fine hair, you might need something a bit lighter. So there is so many options and there's a lot of exploring that needs to be done. But I recommend finding a really good conditioner that will help you define your curls, and your curls will feel soft and your hair won't be dry anymore. And the best way to do that is to go through trial and error. I've been through so many products and there are a lot of not so great products out there. And when I finally came across particular Innocence products, I found that they really suited my hair and gave me enough hydration, which really led to me getting really great definition in my curls. And I'm really proud of them. So with the hydration, there's a really great technique to use, which is called squish before you condition. So whenever you condition your hair, it's really important that your hair is dripping, soaking wet. So when you squeeze that hair in your hand, you can hear that squish noise, and there's generally water coming out as you squeeze it. When you have that sound, it means that there is enough water in your hair. With that water comes a lot more hydration, and with more hydration, you get a lot more definition in your curls. And then, before you know it, when you find that right conditioner and your hair is fully hydrated, you are gonna love your curls because they're gonna set really nicely and be really healthy. So the next tip that I've learned is to make sure that you brush your hair or comb your hair only when your hair is wet, and ideally with conditioner. So when you have conditioner in your hair, it creates a lot more slip. So you're not damaging your hair when your brush or comb gets stuck at the knots. When your hair is dry and you're brushing it, you're going to create a lot of frizz and you're going to damage your hair cuticles. And you'll also do damage to the curl patterns or waves in your hair. So make sure your hair is wet and conditioned when you comb it. So I normally do it in the shower, and I don't use a brush or a comb. I just finger comb my hair and get all the knots out like that. And I find that it really still leaves a curl definition in my hair, and it leaves a bit of a thicker ringlet rather than thinner ringlets. But it really depends on your comb, I guess how wide the teeth are, and what sort of curls you have in your hair. Okay, so this was a life changer. Find a curly haired hairdresser near you. I had grown up getting my hair cut by hairdressers who had no idea how to manage curls. And I mean, that's pretty normal, because I feel like curls and the specialty in cutting curly hair didn't really start until a few years ago. It's in its infancy in Australia anyway. So the time that I had my first haircut with a curly haired specialist, I had a dry cut, which is really hard to find. And they introduced a lot of products and showed me the curly girl method, what conditioners were good for my hair, what gels I should use, the techniques to dry my hair to get the curl definition, and it was really educational. And from then, I discovered other products, I adapted the curly girl method to suit me, and I really love the outcome of what I do to my hair, and I'm really proud of the definition and curl that I do have now, which I did not have growing up. If only I did. If only I had a little bit of curl rather than frizz and dry hair and a helmet head or a triangular head. But it is what it is, and once you find that curly haired hairdresser, you're gonna love it and you're gonna experience change. And they'll really give you a lot of guidance if you're beginning your curly girl journey. Okay, so we all want really well-defined curls. That's how you really see the beauty of your hair. You don't want that frizz. That's our worst enemy. And so the best way to overcome that, apart from getting all the hydration your hair needs, is to find a really good hair gel or a styling cream that really gives a great cast over all your hair. You want to cover your hair and all the strands in entirety with a gel or a hair cream. So it really sets the shape of your hair and the shape of your ringlets, and it tames all the frizz. So once you do that, it's really important to dry your hair. You can use a diffuser on your hair dryer. That's the only way to go if you're using a hair dryer on curly hair, because that will decrease the amount of frizz as opposed to drying your hair without a diffuser on top. Or just air dry your hair. And once that's dry, you'll find that your hair is quite stiff, and hopefully your whole head feels like that. And that means that you've got a nice cast across your whole hair and you're gonna have great definition. So once you've got that, the best thing to do is to tip your head over and start scrunching your hair. You know, when you start scrunching your hair, you break that stiffness down. So your hair won't be stiff. It won't be like that stiffness and the cast after you've just gelled it and it's dried, but it becomes soft. But the thing is, it's still gonna hold definition in your hair. So you're gonna have soft, bouncy hair without the frizz, and it's gonna have lots of definition. So don't be scared to really put the gel in, because you can just crunch it out and you're gonna have great, well-defined curls when you do it like that. And just an important tip, when you are doing the crunch, don't rub your head on the top of your scalp like this to break down the gel that you've got on top of your head. When there's a lot of activity and movement of the hair on the top of your head, that's when you're gonna create that halo of frizz. And that is something we do not want. So the best way to break down the gel or the styling cream you've got on top of your head is to go from underneath and shake it like that. Because remember, movement in your hair is what is gonna cause that frizz. So the less movement and friction that you create, the less frizz that there's gonna be. So try this out and see how well defined your curls are gonna be. Because it's really important to have a styling gel that really holds the curl there. Otherwise, you'll find the next day after washing that you've lost that definition and your hair will become frizzy.
A great technique to use to get that definition in your hair is to plop. So get yourself an old t-shirt or microfiber cloth, lay it out in front of you, tip your head over and stack or layer your hair one on top of each other. And then tie that shirt or towel around your head to secure the hair in place and allow your hair to sit like this for a little time, 10 minutes or so, to really get the definition. So I've got a styling cream in my hair to really help with the hold. And once I remove this shirt, the definition is really going to be sharp and lovely.
So my last tip of the day for all you curly haired girls and guys is how to wear your hair to bed to stop you from waking up the next morning with frizzy hair, especially after all the work you put in to style it nice and just right. So I recommend you pineapple your hair every night. So that is flipping your hair over, tying it right at the top of your head and letting your hair cascade down like a pineapple. So this will help the hair move from underneath your head and away from your face. So when you lie down, you're not rolling and moving the hair. So it's not being rubbed against your pillowcase and causing a lot of friction. It's up and out of the way, and hopefully the definition in your curls will stay and there is not that much frizz. Now, if you don't find that very comfortable, you can also use a silk pillowcase. A lot of people use that. It's believed that silk doesn't cause so much friction as a normal cotton pillowcase might against your hair. So that's something else you can try out. But you got to find out what's best for you. I personally like to just pineapple my hair really loosely, and I find that really comfortable to sleep in. So if you want to go from this to this, or at least try, hopefully those tips will help you out. Remember, it's all about hydration and finding a good styling gel and not creating so much friction and movement in the hair so you have all that frizz. I can make heaps of videos about curly hair because it's been a major journey. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to hear about it. Also, just let me know your struggles. Did you have to have helmet hair growing up? Did you have to have that frizzy fringe or triangular head? All of those things, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences and how you maintain your curls right now. Are you in love with your curls? Are you learning to accept them? Are you a beginner in the journey, or have you been doing curls for a really, really long time? Let me know. I'd love to chat in the comments below. And until next time, bye.